Hi, welcome to the next edition of Watching the Pioneer Meta. I'm going to try to get this one pretty quick. I've done quite a bit of recordings today. So my voice is going a little scratchy. So let me have that in the comment section. I totally mispronounced that. But today I have 5 decks to talk about, plus meta shifts since Tarkir. Let's dive in. So we see a huge decrease in red deck wins. Unlike standard counterpart, there's not an instant Spellslinger deck anywhere to be found. It's not really, I guess, as big of a deal. I wouldn't be surprised if you don't see it soon. You do realize that Rakdos Prowess is back, taking some meta shares away from red deck wins, because it is faster, which is more important, I guess, in the current meta with more mid-range. So you have about 17% of the field is mid-range. Tokens on the rise, I'm assuming since Elspeth came out. We have Jun Sack coming back up. We have a little bit of ninjas. Otherwise, like a lot of these decks down here are just kind of, gaining a percentage point, losing a percentage point. Not a lot going on there. Like I said, Demons is the biggest noticeable shift. It went from tier 1 down to tier 2. So it must mean that there is a huge advantage of being mono black versus Rakdos. So clearly you must be taking too much damage from your mana base, and it's not really worth your extra banger cards like Fable the Mirror Breaker. I know it's kind of obscene and crazy, but it is what it is. So they are kind of splitting it up. Phoenix is back a little bit. So we have a little bit of a little bit of a triangle going on up here. Aggro, Demons, and Phoenix. So let's get into the 5 list. Number 1 is Gruul Goblins. The 1-drops are kind of stock. The only thing that's green in the deck is Breakout and Mass Vandal, which works quite well with the tree. It is a goblin, so it gets a little bit of a boost. You get to exile an artifact and enchantment, which is quite relevant. We still have our Battlecry, Snoop, and Rabble Master, or Horde Master, I should say. And everything here can be tutored out by a Breakout. Pretty solid card. Interesting choice for a pickup for green. We also get some Charms, some more Vandals, and some Pick Your Poisons for green. Some Fanatical Firebrands for like elves. Then we have a Hearst over here for Graveyard Hate, grinding matchups. We have Case, Volley for white-based strategies. Not really like Angels, but I would say more like Coco and stuff like that. Blue is less relevant. I guess there's technically, you could snipe some stuff from the Kaido Demir Ninja deck, but you're not really trying to snipe the Ninja. So, and the creatures that they play before the Ninja are 1/1s, so you can't. It's pretty difficult to get Volley to work on a Kaido because you can't. So let's get into the next deck on my list. So picking up Light Shatter is, of course, Gruul Barclass. With Domri, Megalos, we have Torch, Commune. We have 3 red shifts from last season. We have 1 Megalos over here as well. Some Samut, some Rubies. We have some. We have the Dinosaur. We have a couple Hajars, Goro, and then we have a 2/2 on the other legends. Sideboard, we have some Fogs. I don't think that's on Arena though. Back to Nature for Overlord, stuff like that. Incarnation. Pyroclasm for a little bit of aggro hate. Graveyard Hate. Artifact and Enchantment Hate, plus Atraxa Hate. And Chandra for Control Hate. And that, of course, is our Gruul Barclass. Let's get into the next list on my list. So a lot like the standard counterpart, we do get this green-white showing up also in Cage and Pioneer. Of course, noticeably we pick up the other elf, plus some voices. And besides that, that's essentially it. We also get, I guess, Emery's Call, which is quite nice with, Cage. Sideboard, though, we get some Silences for Phoenix, Graveyard Hate for Phoenix, Might for Artifact and Enchantment Hate. We have Night of Autumn for Artifact and Enchantment Hate, plus Life Link or Life Gain. Beza for aggro, Saruk for black, Surrock for black-based strategies that have heavy amounts of target removal, and Portable Hole for aggro. That is the deck. I think it's going to be pretty spicy. Let me know in the comment section which one of these you think is your favorite. We have 2 more decks to talk about. Let's get into them. So next on my list is this 5-color humans list featuring the brand new Siegebreaker, which is kind of based. It doesn't really get got with Coco, but I'm all for it. We are playing some Skrelv, some Kithian or Kellens, some Lieutenants, some Thalias, and we have some Adelines and some Riders. And we have, of course, like I said, we have our Coco. We have some Larcenous and some Bazaries and a Reflector Mages. Sideboard for target removal, we have a Specialist. We have 4 gets aggro. We have Larcenist. Gets artifact and enchantments. We have Lauren. You get Portable Hole for aggro, Welcome for grinding matchups, Thalia for grinding matchups and heavy monster removal, and Damping Sphere for Lotus Field. That is 5-color humans. Let's get into the last list on my discuss about. So last on my list is the Boros Monument to Endurance with Fiery Temper, some Copters, some Hollow Blades, and some new Benalia. Some Makos to get really big with all of our self-discard and replace themselves, hopefully with, FOMO or Fable. We have Ox to help discard and refuel our hand as well. We have another Ox in case we need that grindy card draw. Volley for white-based strategies. We have Rest in Peace for graveyard hate. Emperor for exile-based removal. Plus a token generator, which is nice against control and stuff like that. Get Lost for Planeswalker hate. Damping Sphere for a little bit of Lotus Field and Phoenix hate. Torch to Tower for aggro hate, along with Portable Hole for aggro hate. That is all I have to talk about for you this week of today. Sorry it was such a short video. Like I said, I got done recording 3 other things before this, so I'm kind of exhausted. My throat's exhausted. So let me know in the comment section which one of these decks is your favorite. I'll talk to you guys next time.